So nice to meet you, everyone. It's a pleasure because 1 year ago I was in New York City talking about this topic, and Jussara and John asked me about why don't you try to do it in English language. So I thought it's completely impossible because, of course, I have a pleasure to try to improve myself, speak in different languages, but it's different when you have to do a speech about a topic like this, and about Spiritism. It's not easy. In Portuguese, no problem, but in English it's completely different because we know the responsibility. So, 1 year later, when the people from the Tri-State invited me for the Educators Conference, they asked, Fred, what about repeat the topic in English again? Are you really? Are you serious? Because it's not easy. And Elder called me, please do it again. And John, again and again. And Marcelo at Stratford, again and again and again. Oh Lord, the people are completely crazy, but now I know. All you want is extra credits in spiritual world, okay? Because if you make a very good effort to understand what I'm trying to say, of course, you're going to receive much more than a usual speech, okay? So, if any time I forget the thing that I'm trying to say, please forgive me. I'll try to use Portuguese and ask help for someone, because here everybody are learners in Spiritism and learners in life too. So thank you so much. It's a pleasure to meet everyone. I feel like I visiting my family again. This is the feeling that I feel inside of my heart. In every house that I visit with the people, I feel completely comfortable. Probably this is the reason why I feel, how can I say, enthusiastic enough to try speaking English, okay? So please, my family, be patient with me. So, our topic for today is remaining a spiritist in the daily struggles. Because we study Spiritism, we like the philosophy, the science, but sometimes when you have to use daily in our life, we forget, oh, thank you so much. We forget how to, it's very special, no, please, cut. Sorry guys, okay. So, okay. But when you talk about how to apply Spiritism in our lives, sometimes you forget this. In Brazil, we always said, when you're studying here about Spiritism, we feel great, we feel strong enough to face all the troubles that you have in our lives, in the work, in the family. But when we leave this room and start walking through the street, in a few seconds, just one thing happened, and now we return to be the person that we always be. But this is a very important exercise. It's like a gym, you know? You go to work out and expect, oh, now I'm completely fit. But you know it's not true. You need to do it again and again and again. And so here we are trying to improve just a little bit in our behavior, in our perspectives of life. This is the reason why this book, the Spiritist book, is very important and very special for all of us. Sometimes we want a very quickly answers for the troubles in our lives. But the Spiritist book gives a lot of answers, 1,019 to be honest. But you need to reflect, whoa, how I will apply this reflection in my life? Because sometimes We study, okay, I am a spirit and I will live forever and I will die, thanks Lord, because when we die, we lose weight, okay? And it's very important, okay? But, of course, yeah, this is a kind of spiritist joke, okay? Only a spiritist person can understand this kind of joke. Don't do it, please, at your job. It will be dangerous. But in our life, when you think, oh, I am a spirit. I will live forever. I have this life. I will have another life, and after, and after, and after. And how this knowledge can turn my life or can make me face my life in a different point of view. Sometimes you just read the questions and the answers, but don't spend time enough trying to apply it in our lives. This is the reason why reflect about the Spiritist book is very important. The other book that you use at this night is the Gospel According to Spiritism. Because the Spirit, João de Angelis, suggests us, we need to, I don't know how to translate this, to put Christ off the cross. Take Christ off the cross. Take Christ off the cross. Thank you. Extra credit for him, please. Register. So, because when you think about Christ, sometimes we confused, and you be confused, Christ and God, okay? And the other time, we think Jesus is a completely distant person than us. And sometimes we still remembering how we do in our other experience in the different religions around the world. But in Spiritism, it is have to be different. Christ is not more a God, no more distant. He's very close. He's our friend. It's not a think or a thought about of mad people. No. Wow. He was a man like me or a woman like me. And he suggests and exemplify how to do the things. This book presents us the suggestion and explain how can we apply these topics in our lives. So today, in this first part, we're going to talk about the chapter 17, Be Perfect, the Good Spiritist. So, all of us. Okay? Really? All of us here are a very good spiritist? Of course, the people in Brazil, they are not good spiritists. But if they live in North America, they are complete good spiritists. Okay? Of course.
Credit for you now.
Huh? Thank you, sweetie. You know, because we we let all the problems behind, and now I'm a good spiritist. Probably is, oh my God, I am a spiritist, what can I do? It's a very interesting reflection. But reflect about the good spiritist is reflect about us. Because sometimes we study, sometimes we have a very good speech, but when we have to live in our lives, sharing experience with each other, worst spiritist. Because, as we said, it's not easy to apply this knowledge in our lives. Let's try understanding a little bit why. So, the Spirit talked about it. Many, however, of those who believe in the phenomena do not assimilate their consequence, nor their moral reach, or if they assimilate, they do not apply them to themselves. Okay, this is what we are talking about. I understand. Oh, it's very interesting, but what the consequence of this? And how I will apply this knowledge in my life? Because the phenomena is very interesting. Wow, we can move the chair. Move the piano, probably it's a little bit harder. But it's possible too, but please, not today. It's very interesting. If you go to Times Square, make a circle, and put a table in the middle, and move the table. Everybody, wow, it's a magic show. Probably we are at Broadway, makes sense. But, wow, this is what Kardec did. If these phenomena are really true, what the difference it can make in my life? What the meaning of this in my life? Because everybody knows, okay, we will die someday. Please, not today, not now, but someday we will die. You know these informations. And what these things change our life? Nothing. It's just information. So it doesn't matter, spend our time studying this. The reason to reflect about this is I need to apply this in my life. And many who try to be a good spiritist and are not, it's just because think about the phenomena but not apply to themselves. Not we, but people who visit our spirit house, okay? Everybody here is very good. Okay, so to what can we attribute this? Kardec asked. The imperfect spiritists, probably most of all. They don't fight their inferior tendencies, neither try to break their bad habits. I know. I always spend some time talking about the other people, about their mistakes, when they fail. But I know this is not a very good suggestion because it's not a very good habit. But now I understand I need to change. I have to change. But a few minutes after this lesson, let me talk about someone. You never mind what does he did. Whoa. We're still trying to improve our behavior. So, the imperfect spiritists' first topic is this: they don't fight their inferior tendencies. Second, have the belief in spirits as a primary fact, but that changes very little or nothing in their instinctive. Everybody here now knows I am a spirit. Spirits exist. And what's the difference it makes in our lives? Nothing. I will still be the same. For example, we still have afraid of a death. I don't want to say, oh, we really enjoy die. No. Never talk about it. But facing the life, analyzing our lives. If someday, in any kind of situations, we are invited to return to our spiritual life, okay, what is going to happen? So I can breathe and have a little bit more hope. I try to translate one more spiritist joke. For example, if you are flying in an airplane and the airplane starts to shake very much, oh Lord, I will die, the airplane is going to fall. Easy, because it's a very interesting way for die. Because for die or to die, because you're going to be famous. Whoa, what's Yara? Do you remember Yara? Whoa, she's traveling to Europe. Whoa, it's a fancy travel, you know. So she's traveling to Europe, but terrible accident, the plane fall over the water, and you're gonna be famous. Your family gonna receive a lot of insurance, and you'll be rich. You'll be loved forever. Okay, it's nice. It's a very great way to return to spiritual life. What is a bad way? We finish our speech today, try to cross the street, and the car without a license. How can I say? Atropelar. Hit us, don't stop, don't talk about us, go away. This is awful. But it's a soft way to look to the left. Remember this in the airplane, and please remember me. Okay? I have a friend in Brazil, and she told me sometimes, Fred, I was at the airplane, and the airplane started shaking, and I think, oh, Fred told something very special to me. Oh, thank you. So, I don't know if it really works, but think about it. It's very important. Not only in this situation. When you have any kind of pain, trouble, our daily struggles, think about it. Oh, I am a spirit. Of course, life is hard. Of course, life makes me cry a lot of times. We are not crazy to talk a different way like this. It's really hard. Life is really hard. But now I know it makes part of my experience to improve who I am, to be who I want to be. Wow, it's different right now. For example, at this moment, but it's a very good experience for you because are you receiving extra credits? For me, because I'm having opportunity to meet different people, a lot of different friends. It's very special. So this is the reason why, when you understand the meaning of spiritism in our life, everything's changed. So, but we're still trying not be anymore imperfect spiritists. Still about imperfect spiritists, they rather focus on the phenomena than the moral aspect of the doctrine. Don't know here in the United States, but in Brazil, there are a lot of people who visit our spirit's house, and then they ask, oh, I want to see spirits. I want to see the tables flying. I want to talk with someone who died. Okay, but it's nice. But what the difference makes? Just a curiosity? Okay, please, YouTube. It's better to listen shows presenting this kind of phenomena. But the moral aspect is the topic that's really important for all of us. This is the reason why Kardec dedicated a part of his life to writing the Medium's book. Oh, it's a natural phenomenon. But this is not the most important thing. The consequence. This is the most important thing. Continuation about the imperfect spiritists. They ask the spiritists to ceaselessly initiate them into mysteries without seeking to know if they have already become worthy of penetrating in the mysteries of the Creator. We are very, sometimes, how can I say this? We have a kind of curiosity to learn more. Okay, but it's really good. But to learn something new, you need to probably make more, how can I say? You need to be more secure in other topics. Then you understand the different ones. For example, I try to be more pedagógico, more specific, thank you. For example, I'm trying to be a very good cooker, okay? But today, I just know how to prepare any food using the microwave. Okay, it's a very good start. But it's not enough to start the fire and prepare a very special food. At first, I need to understand how to prepare my food at the microwave, and then I will learn day by day use the fogão, the stove top. Thank you. This is how the things works. But no, we not here, but in Brazil, people arrive at the spirit's house and say, I want to talk with the spirits. Oh, really? Why? Because I think it's so fantastic. So you don't know interest in spiritism. We have a different kind of interest, but not in our moral consequence. This is the, and this is that we really want. Understand the moral consequence. Still about imperfect spiritists, they recoil the necessity to transform themselves. Not us, okay? Because us are very engaged to, I will change myself. But these kind of guys, no, oh Lord, they are not good enough, okay? But now it's very important. To accept the principles is the first step. It's really good. Okay, at the first moment, I don't know how to change my behavior. I'm just interested in the phenomena. Okay, it's the first step. Sometimes we push us so hard to be perfect, and then we don't feel strong enough to give the first step. So, slow down. Slow down. Oh, I want to understand a little bit more about this. Today, I'm going to do the first step. In the end of my life, probably, I will be a different person than I am today. Okay? You have to think about it, because if you try to be a perfect spirit in just a couple of days, in some years in our lives, it will be impossible to live. And if we try, I don't want to do this, it's impossible to live because we need some kind of happy every day. Every day you need a little bit of happy. And when you think about, I'm not perfect yet. I have a lot of I still do a lot of mistakes, but I'm doing a small step. Okay, it's good. we feel strong to go ahead. So, and what about the good spiritists? Us, in this case, okay? Those who can rightly be qualified as a true and sincere spiritist is in a higher degree of moral advancement. Us. We are perfect. We are not gossip persons, okay? We are not malignant. We are, how can I say, we do charity every day. We don't, sorry?
We don't judge. We don't
judge. No, never. I don't know this expression. We are so superior than this, then I can imagine this expression. What I just said?
I've been judged.
What's been judged? Okay, perfect. So, this is our goal, but it's still walking. It is touched in their heart, then becoming of unshakable faith. Wow, unshakable faith. It's not easy. Because sometimes we just remember about faith when the pain knocks our door. Then we remember, oh Lord. But I believe in Lord. But the pain, remember me. Oh, you are just a creature and your life is very, very, very fragile. And today we are here, but we never know tomorrow. And when we feel any kind of pain, we remember, wow, we are still children learning about the life. But we are here to learn, and it's completely nice. Okay, talk about it. Continuation about the good spiritist. The true spiritist is recognized by its moral transformation and by the efforts it makes to control its bad inclinations. Recognized by its moral transformation and efforts. This word is very important. We don't need to be perfect, but we need to work hard. Understanding, sometimes I will make the same mistakes again. I will make the same mistakes again. It's natural. Nobody here is perfect. But when we start thinking about our mistakes, this is the very important first step. Wow, I don't want to do this again. How can I be stronger to pass through these mistakes without do it again? To be honest, I don't know the answer, but I know we need to do this effort. So, what about the everyday problems? Because I'm talking about the spiritist, good spiritist, imperfect spiritist. In our efforts, we need to reflect a little bit about it. At the Gospel of Lucas 9:35, there's a very interesting reflection. The voice came out of the cloud, saying, "This is my son, my chosen one. Listen to him." Emmanuel, the Spirit Emmanuel, will talk about this passage in the Gospel, trying to make us understand the meaning of cloud and shadows in our lives. Because in our lives, sometimes clouds and shadows appears, making not so easy see ahead. Okay. Emmanuel remarks about it. Human beings almost always have their minds absorbed in the contemplation of the clouds that appear to them on the horizon. It's let's construct the image the picture in our face. Sometimes you're walking, looking to the sky, and we always want a blue sky, or a sky with a lot of stars, without the clouds. How can I say pollution? Without a pollution, okay? Oh, life is beautiful, and you want the beautiful sun without a clouds, without a pollution. So, Emmanuel still remarks, they are clouds of setbacks, of frustrated projects, of hopes undone. This is us. Oh Lord, I'm so unhappy. Everybody's happy. I am unhappy. Oh really? Just you? You are chosen by God. All the problems in the world for he or for she. No. We lost our mind in these clouds because be frustrated anytime make a part of our lives. You have to try one time, 2 times, 3 times, and sometimes more than this. I compare like start a slim project for yourself. I try to lose some weight. And you start, oh, every Monday. I don't know how you do here in the United States, but in Brazil it's every Monday. Oh, huh? Every Monday, okay. So I'm gonna start on Monday. I will buy new clothes, new shoes, and I will run. I will walk. I will change my food. I will change my diet. Thank you. And do it Monday, after Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. But on Thursday, something happens. Probably your mother, your friend offers you a delicious dessert. And you say, this is a message from the hell. Because how can I keep my purpose to be a fit person looking to this wonderful dessert? And then you think one time, two times, three times, and the fourth time you start with. Oh, it's amazing. Nobody, I deserve to be happy. Okay? Yes. Yeah. But then, on Friday, you remember, oh Lord, I lose just, 1 pound in 3 days, but now I gain 6 pounds in a few hours. So, I will start again on next Monday. Okay? Okay, it's important. We're trying to change our behavior. The next time, when they offer for you the dessert, don't eat all the dessert, just a half. Okay, we are improving our behaviors. Make a part. So, sometimes they despair, poisoning the very source of their lives. Despair, not here in the United States, because people here is really easy, calm, okay. They would invariably desire a blue sky in a distance, a bright sun in a day, and a bright stars that would embellish the night. However, clouds appear and perplexity suddenly takes over. We wanted this, the blue sky, but sometimes clouds appear and we despair. Why? One disease, we lose our job, someone who you love broke with us, you never know. So, we feel perplexity suddenly takes over in these moments. But the reflection have to do is, sometimes I wish some things, and these things are not really important for us. But like frustrated children, we do not understand the meaning of the situation. Because some situations are offered for us to make us think about what are we doing in our lives. Sometimes bad experience happens to make us reflect. But we, because we don't want to learn, we lose this opportunity. So, the reflection is, what I wish and what life offers me. I want something. Sometimes life offers something different. The answer is, what is my reaction? I wish something, life offers sometimes exactly what I want, sometimes not, but what's my reaction? If it is what I want, what I do, wow, perfect. Yes, life is good. God loves me. Yay. Spirit's houses are making a good effect in my life. Okay? Oh Lord. Probably in a different religion we do this. And we're gonna pay for this. But here in the Spirit's house, you never think about it. Okay. So, if it is what I want, I feel fine. But what if it's not? What if it's not that I really want? The question, the very important question is, what really benefits me? Because sometimes when you don't receive anything that you want, probably this thing can be better than receive what we really want. Remember, when the mother or a father teaching his daughter or their daughter or their daughter or their son, we say a lot of no's, because we know at that moment say no is very important. It's impossible to give to our children everything they want anytime. They need some kind of frustrations. They need to learn how to share. They need to wait. They need to reflect. This is God teaching us. We are His sons and daughters, learning. And sometimes we wish a lot of things, but these things really benefits me? We are sure about it? Or something that I live in right now that I don't make me feel so good. I don't have pleasure living this experience, but this experience teach me a lot of things. Wow. Think about your life. Think about who you are 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago. It's enough. Because you just have 30, okay? But today is the better day of our life. You never, any time in your life, was so good and so perfect like this moment. Because it doesn't matter if I have problems at my home, at my work. I have experience enough to face the situations. And I'm improving myself to superar, to overcome the situations. Thank you. To overcome the situations. Sometimes it looks crazy, but think about it. This is our this is our better version of us in the whole history. Oh, I will regret in time. I want to remember my other life. I was happy in the other life. Oh, it's a joke. Nobody in other life was better than this time. Nobody. Because progress is a law. And if we are improving day by day, today we are better than yesterday, and tomorrow will be better than today. This is the real truth. And sometimes, like a children, we don't want to understand this, but it's necessary. Today is the best day of our lives. The gospel brings us a beautiful story of a cloud. Talking about the topic that Emmanuel remarks. The disciples were dazzled by the vision of a transfigured Jesus, surrounded by intense light, with Moses and Elijah standing next to him. Do you remember this passage on the Bible? The name is Transfiguration of Tabor. Jesus, with some disciples, were to go to a top of a mountain, and then this phenomena occurs. So, let me return here. The disciples were dazzled by the vision of transfigured Jesus. Like us, oh, I like to see spirits. This is the disciples, what they are doing. Wow, Jesus, Elijah, Moses, amazing. Like a show. Okay? Of course, I'm a little bit performer, like in this moment. But suddenly, a great shadow appears. Wow. They are no longer able to see the wonderful scene. Yet, out of the thick fog, the powerful voice of the divine revelation calls out their attention. This is my beloved Son. Listen to him. Wow. Let's think about the shadow. They are watching a beautiful scene with Elijah, Moses, and Jesus. Then the shadows appears. But through the shadows, they listen the voice. And the voice offered to them, this is my beloved Son, listen to him. Through the shadow, we had a very important information. Let's think about the shadow. Heaven's word was heard through the temporary shadow. This is an important word, temporary shadow. Because all the shadows and all the clouds are temporary. A shadow can exist at least for 12 hours. Because then the night will begin and there's no more shadows. Sometimes you need to wait to shadows and the clouds go away. But like a children, we like everything for today, for at this moment. What is the shadow? Let's reflect about this. Do you know this guy? Carl Jung. Wow. Oh, he's gonna receive every extra credits for today. Oh, it's not fair. Okay, thank you, my friend. The answer through analytical psychology. And Jung will talk about our darkest ego. We have shadows inside of us. Some kind of behaviors that no one want to tell to anyone. The thoughts that we have, and we don't want to, oh, please, nobody listen what I'm thinking about. I don't know you, but I have thoughts like this. Every time. Because I'm still imperfect. Okay? Sometimes I want to kill someone. Oh, we're going to kill someone. And then, please, anyone do it for me. Okay, it's a kind of progress. Okay, it's a kind of progress. Please, it's a joke. Don't do this. Okay? In the shadow, it is the most animalistic part of the human personality. Everybody have a darkest side. This is the interpretation. And face our darkest side, it's very important. Most of the humanity don't spend time enough looking for themselves. We look at the mirror sometimes, look our hair, our face, makeup, shave. Oh, I'm red. But look through the mirror, look at the mirror and look at your eyes. And think about you. I have to do this about me. Wow, what I'm doing with my life. I'm 46 years old, I don't know, not appear, but I'm 46 years old. And wow, what am I doing in my life? How many years I still have on this earth? How can I want wake up in the other side. Not in the other side, but without this body. We don't think too much about this. The shadow encompasses all those activities and desires that can be considered immoral and violent, those that society and even ourselves cannot accept. This is the shadows. Anyone here have a shadow inside? Please, don't do this, don't do this. Only the people who are watching us. Because when we come inside this room, all the shadows was gone. Okay. Sorry?
Outside waiting for us.
Please, turn on the fan right now. Make them go away. They are waiting for us, but it's very good, the reflection. They are waiting for us, but now, when we out through this lesson, we are more stronger to face them again. Okay? Nice. Earthly existence indeed imposes disturbed anxieties and bitter afflictions. It is convenient, however, for humans to keep serenity and confidence in difficult times. Life imposes some things for us. This is the reason of our lives. What's the reason of our reincarnation? The Spiritist book. We need to live the material life to improve our skills, our moral skills, our intellectual skills. We just can do this living our life on earth. So, if life in any moment make us feel sad, feel bad, hurt us, welcome. You are completely normal. It's impossible to be different in this life, in these conditions that we are reincarnated. This is the reason why we need to wake up for our real life. I am a spirit living in a body. I'm not a body who, when die, will have a spirit. I am a spirit. I will live my life with everyone, sharing experience, making mistakes, okay. But remembering, wow, these things is just an experience. How I want to be in the end of my days. So, this experience, when you think about this, they gain different meaning. Our experience gain a different meaning because now we know the meaning of this experience. Now I know the meaning of my mother, my father, my sisters, my brothers. Doesn't matter if they are perfect or imperfect. I don't know you, but in my family I have a lot of problems and troubles. My family is not perfect. This is the reason why we're going to talk about family on this weekend. But now I understand. I had the father and mother that I needed. They were not perfect, but they did their best for my education. And now I'm saying every day, thank you, Dad, thank you, Mom, in my prayer because they are not living on earth anymore. Thank you, because now I know you did your best. And when I look to to my brother, to my sisters, I have one brother and two sisters. Sometimes I type to them because now we talk with WhatsApp, okay? And I type to them and say, thank you to be my professors. You are my professors. Because you know, with my sisters and my brother, sometimes we fight using words, judging each other, and then when other person talk about my brother or my sisters and use bad words about them, I say, whoa, wait, I can do this, you know, because they are my family. So, we have friends with problems, family with problems, because this is the kind of our necessity in our experience that we need to improve our moral skills. So, facing your life a difficult experience or a difficult person, remember, wow, this is the opportunity to improve myself. Not to be a saint, but to spend more time thinking about what I have to learn in this situation. And then the clouds will gain a different meaning, and the shadows will gain a different meaning too in our lives. The pain and the sorrows of our planetary struggle contain deep insights, hidden lessons in Quran reserves. The wise and loving voice of God always speaks through them. So, the pain and sorrows contain deep insights. What life trying to teach me at this moment? I remember when my father died, he had a cancer, lived just for 3 months. But in these 3 months, we spend a lot of time talk about each other and talk with each other, how can I say, trying to fix some problems. And it sometimes very hard because I remember I told him sometimes, Dad, I hate your family. I hate my uncles, I hate my grandmother, I hate my grandfather. Not because I really hate them, because part of my relatives are very focused in material life. The clothes you're wearing, the car you are driving. So I hate this. I have no pleasure to spend my time with people like this. I know, I'm still like them, but I try to change. And then we talk, we spend a lot of time talking about it. And it was amazing, because we had the opportunity to, how can I say, to fix some interpretation about our lives. Me about him, and he about me. It was amazing. It's just a simple example, but we are invited every day to do this with our friends, with colleagues at work, with our boss. Wow, sometimes our boss is a big shadow in our lives. Okay? Tell me why? What I did to deserve this boss? Probably the answer is, wow, what kind of boss I was in the other, or in the life before. Oh my God. Then I think about this. And I think about our governments. Okay? I hate this president. Wow. What kind of government I was in the other lives? Probably this is why I hate him or her. Because it's easy for humanity, look in the other, the mistakes, because we know the mistakes. See the virtues is hard, because for us, we still know the mistakes. The good things, the good behavior, they are newest for us. But we are every day, we will keep walking through the shadows, being better persons. In general, we adopt, Elder told me we can talk until 10 p.m., okay? No! Okay. I'm almost done. In general, we adopt the following paths when confronting our shadows. Path 1 is denial, like this. What matters is to be happy. I don't want to think about my problems. In these situations, when you don't want to face your problems, just matters is to be happy, probably you don't have a problem. You are a problem for someone else. Okay? Yeah. Because make part of our lives have some problems. Then the path 2 is depression. Oh, I have no hope. Nothing I can change. This is our life. This is my life. Oh, I'm so sad. What I did, if you are a spirit, what I did in afterlife, because in another life, because now I'm suffering so much. Yeah, blacks, you did awful things. Me too, and probably we did it together. Yeah? Think about it. It is a coincidence. A guy from Brazil visits the United States and invited to make a speech with just a small ability to talk in English. And it's a coincidence. Meet each other. Do you agree it's the first time that we are seeing each other? I don't believe in it. Probably in other lives. I was inviting you. Oh, let's kill someone! And you, yay! And now I say, guys, we need to forgive someone. And you say, yay, because you don't know my boss. You don't know my family. Please, forgive. Forgive. Okay, I learned. But I really prefer die. Or kill. I really do prefer kill. Okay, because I'm changing who I was to who I want to be. But what can we do in these situations? This is the conclusion. There's an interesting prayer used by the Alcoholics Anonymous, you know. And it's a very important suggestion. This is the first message that my father, and today I really remember him, when he wrote a message for me from the other side. He suggested me, Fred, please think about this, because I have a function in the Spiritist movement, and I'm facing a lot of troubles, and I will quit. It's impossible. I don't want this anymore. And then he suggested me, Fred, please think about it. And this is the prayer and the suggestion that I want to share with you to conclude this reflection. Grant us, Lord, the necessary serenity to accept the things we cannot change, courage to change those we can, and wisdom to know the difference. Wow. Necessary serenity to accept things we cannot change. Because in our lives, we have some problems that will be impossible to change. In our health, in our family, in our job. We cannot change. So what can I do? Serenity. Because I know this is just a shadow in my life. But how many times these shadows will persist? I don't know. This is the reason why we need to remember every day, I am an immortal spirit. So, if the shadows persist for 17 years, no problem. It's not good. But now I understand the meaning of the shadow. And the other reflection is courage to change those we can. Because sometimes, wow, I can change this thing, but I not feel strong enough to do this. I need courage. In a moment like this, people like us, we decided to change a lot of things. But we feel sometimes weak. And in a moment like this, when we pray at Passy, on a dialogue, on a very good and special hug, we gain courage to go ahead. This is the reason why we try to meet each other once a week. This is the reason why moments like this. And at least wisdom to know the difference. It's easy. No, it's not easy. I am the last person that I say, oh, it's completely easy. Everybody have to do this. No. It's really hard. This is the reason why Spiritism is so special in our lives. Because never, in no one moment, the Spirits told us it's completely easy. But they say, if you do a very simple effort, probably you're going to have the power to change everything. But sometimes we don't have courage enough to change this small thing. But day by day, week by week, month by month, year by year, you're going to spend our time reflecting about this. Sharing experience with each other. Sharing moments with friends who are going to be our family, our spiritual family that we meet today, they're going to be with us forever. And I really know, and I really believe in this. In our next meeting, we are going to be better than we are today because we are trying to do, and we push so hard, change our lives and changing who we are to what kind of people we want to be. Thank you for this opportunity. It was a pleasure. Thank you so much to meet all of you. Thank you.